And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Tonight we kick off week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
John Parker Romo to kick off.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground here with Buccaneers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Off play action. Stinson. Got him there, and it's complete to Jelani Woods. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready? Tap the 60. Tap the 60. Go, Reed. Go.
Buccaneers on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Giants, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try running?
And this is going to be intercepted. Powers through. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Buccaneers' 29-yard line.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Gibbs. And he's going to get about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. One of the tight ends comes in motion. And he gets hard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
But
not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Tommy Millott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
Lining up for the extra point.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7. Buccaneers, nothing. John Parker Romo to kick off.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's caught. This is a Buccaneers. Well, they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
70 Timberwolves. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that's going to be incomplete. The Buccaneers are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Dragon 60. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught. Emeka Buka. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Complete to Emeka Buka. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
7 Buffalo 18. Go.
Back to throw again. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Jelani Woods, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown On their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Great job defensively. Stretched it out, got the tackle for loss. He had 2 TFLs last week, by the way.
Yeah, what you're describing right there is a player who can set the edge well. You always hear that, meaning he's not getting hooked by the offensive lineman or a tight end.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Go! Back to 60.
Throwing to start the drive. Stenson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
On the jump. Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
From the gun, here's a Buccaneers. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here we go. Start. Ready, ready.
And they'll go again with the Buccaneers. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 7 Pirates, 19 Lions.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stenson. And that is incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Looked like he might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash because you got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
First down
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
At the 24-yard line.
Come on, come on.
They give now to Buccaneers. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
18, Pioneer. Ready.
From the gun on third down. Stenson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw. Stenson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Second and 10.
79, bro. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Trap 60, trap 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Dragon 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and it almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
60 by come 19.
They'll look to throw again. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll look to throw. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Third down and 6. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And Shaheed going to go in motion. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit?
And down he goes, a Buccaneers sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. The judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Bronco 80. 19 Lions. Buffalo 86. Warriors 70.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
On the handoff for Campbell. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Cowboy 80. Seven Pirates.
Looking to throw. Stenson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
79 Broncos. 70 Rangers. Panther 11. Go.
From the gun on third down, Stenson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Down to his 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And Shaheed going to go in motion. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
You always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
And the Giants send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. A great return there, 22 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Here we go.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Back to throw. Stenson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Set up. 18, crack all 80.
From the gun on third down. Stenson. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Another Booker. 43 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to add on to that lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from...
And he will take it in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. 81 yards. And the Giants have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is down to 2.
16. Giants 14. John Parker Romo.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Room past the 35. Down the left sideline. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Mustang 19. 65, go.
Looking to throw. Stenson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
McLaughlin on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will push the lead up to 5. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. This is caught at the 20. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 51 yards.
First down. A 51-yard gain.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
2nd and 11. That one taken in by Neighbors. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. out of the gun now on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. And the Giants are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Giants, first down. First and goal.
The center receiver in motion to the right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors with career touchdown number 75. And the Giants have retaken a third-quarter lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but, hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd and 2. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this one too low.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 8 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go. 19-18. Check smash. Check smash. Rig alert. Rig alert. Ready, ready.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Ready. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Go check. Go check.
On the toss, Abanikanda. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready,
Both
break.
teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
19 Tiger. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Stinson. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
Warriors 70.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Ready? Gravity Lions.
They'll run with a man of Campbell. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling.
Picked off by Troy Anderson. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you've got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They go play action here on first down. And we take it in by Shaheed. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. And finds a man with a crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
So he stopped for no gain. 3rd and 7 now.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Giants will add to their 4th quarter lead. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Come on. 70. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. On the RPO, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's 2nd down.
19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. '79 Broncos. Mustang 19. 19 Lions. Warriors 70.
Operating from the gun. Stenson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Quickly into the hands of Neighbors off the RPO. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now he's going to step in. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
3rd and 15.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Ready,
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
60 by 6. Hey, smash circle. Go.
Throwing to start the drive. Stenson. This is Smith to the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Get it. 7 Pirates. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Hawk 70, Hawk.
Back to throw again. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Results in a 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. This is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
That's another Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Ready.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
This ball intercepted.
Well, I don't think it takes much to crawl into their mind, right, why they went for 2 there, even though they were unsuccessful. With this type of a lead, what they're worried about, right, and less than 10 seconds on the clock, what they're worried about is just giving up the touchdown.
Yeah, on the kickoff return.
Yeah, so you go for it here to try and ensure yourself. Now, they've got to make sure they cover it, otherwise they could actually lose.
So that last this kickoff just a mere formality, obviously, Charles, wrapping up a game that they should be very happy about.